Hey guys, so after finishing this massive battle in the last video, we pick up the story here in the kingdom of Luttera. But before we get into the video, I'd like to just quickly thank you all for incredible support on the last video, overwhelming amount of tips and advices you guys gave me, and just in general all the love you showed guys me in the last video. These videos take a lot of time to make, and you guys make it feel like they are worth something, and I appreciate that. And now, let's get back into the video. I started off this next part of the journey by doing quests, and soon enough I encountered this guy where I needed to save him until the morning. Once I did that, he sent me into this dungeon, and this dungeon here, although it at first didn't feel like anything too special, it wasn't anything too exciting or anything, although it was a little bit interesting in the fact that to kill the mobs I was using some sort of like a lantern thing here, which was kinda unique and interesting, but you know, nothing too special I suppose. But once I made my way through this dungeon, I killed a whole bunch of mobs and everything with this lantern. I encountered the next part of the dungeon, and here I found the tomb of the first Luttera king, and I have to say that's quite a tomb. That actually looks pretty epic. Now, but before we get to the tomb itself, I needed to kill a few mobs here, the guardians of this tomb. These two guardians were not super strong, so I killed them off pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden this guy appeared, and that was, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty epic. This guy was huge, massive, absolutely, what a unit was this guy. And so before I fought him, I needed to make my way all the way to the top of this dungeon, so I jumped, I climbed, I did everything I can to make my way all the way to the top. I did fight him once before I made my way to the top, but it was like a mini battle, and then the main battle began, and what a battle it was. That was amazing. I loved every second of this battle. It was such a God of War vibes in this fight. Even this handle that I needed to spin around was just completely out of God of War, which was awesome because I love that game. And then I needed to kill this guy 3 more times, and all 3 times he was getting stronger just a little bit more, getting a little bit more difficult. Wasn't insane or anything, but it was getting a little bit more difficult and difficult. But this guy, man, he was looking amazing. So awesome. Like, it still feels like this is the beginning of the game, and yet to encounter such a boss fight was just awesome. I was just completely blown away. I have to say, I loved it. This was the most fun and the most amazing boss battle I've fought so far. Once I killed him off, he wasn't done just yet. I needed to open the gates and kill him off with a whole bunch of water. The water did send him down all the way to the bottom of the dungeon, and after that, the tomb of first Lutheran king opened up. He himself appeared in the spirit. He showed me something about these other arcs that I'm searching for. He also infused one of the arcs in me, as far as I understand at least, and so I became a little bit more strong. After that, I opened up this chest. There was nothing interesting too much in here or anything useful, but the dungeon itself, man, I loved every minute of it. That was just amazing. And so after that, obviously enough, I spoke to Armin, I spoke to Tyrant, all the usual suspects, and from there onwards I made my way into this other area. But before that, this cutscene appeared with a whole bunch of demons, like a lot of them, and this was pretty epic. Here was the Armin that was always appearing, and some other demons that I saw in the login screen, so maybe I'm gonna be facing one of them soon, who knows. There's a whole bunch of them, and aside from them there was also this voice that felt like this was the main demon of them all, like the daddy demon, you could say. His voice was so intimidating, man. This was pretty awesome, I have to say. After the cutscene, I started making my way through this quest, and soon enough I encountered this telescope where I saw this clown village of sorts, and my job was to infiltrate into the clown village. So after doing some quests, I received this clown costume, and now I was able to infiltrate. And even though I didn't caught it on camera, guys, I can tell you, if you remove your costume, it's a bad day. It's a pretty bad day, not gonna lie. So I had to go again there, and once I did, it wasn't that bad or anything. I only needed to collect a few collectibles, deliver the quest, and make my way out of the city. So I'm still kind of confused why exactly I needed to go there, because I didn't read the quest itself. I guess it's okay, you know, if I need it, I need it. Afterwards, I ring this bell. I was shown this cutscene of these demonic priests trying to summon a demon of sorts, and once again, my job was to infiltrate them and try to play Among Us with them. Upon collecting a whole bunch of stuff, I delivered the quest. Now I was able to make myself look like one of those priests. I made my way to their ritual place. Here I needed to pretend to be one of them and just pretend to spam their rituals. But soon enough they realized I was an imposter, and the demon that they summoned wasn't the one they were expecting, and this demon demon attacked all of us, including me and them, and so I needed to quickly to take care of him. So I used my trusted bonk skill, press Z for bonk. And of course, as soon as I started bonking him, he just absolutely melted. Afterwards, I killed a little bit more of them, and then this granddaddy priest appeared. I needed to take care of him as well. Once again, I decided to use my bonk skill, and as soon as I bonked him, he immediately just started to die off. Like guys, my ultimate is just awesome. It is absurdly strong, it takes forever to charge, but man is it awesome. When he died, this other guy appeared, this clown demon that we saw in the previous cutscene, and this demon seems like he's not gonna be joking around. Armin did fight him for a brief while here, and then this Master Yoda guy appeared. I was speaking with him before in the quest line, and I don't know if this game took inspiration from Star Wars, but honestly this guy looks so much like a Master Yoda. I'm not even joking. It just seems like Master Yoda is fighting this guy. Maybe they didn't take inspiration, maybe they did, I don't know, but it was really cool. And the Master Yoda guy did make the demon go away. After that, I made my way to these elemental guys that I needed to do some help for them in order for them to help us later on, and soon enough this clown appeared again. He ordered these demons to start some sort of a preparations. After helping these elementals, they told me they're gonna help me when I need their help, and also I received a little bit more cards, and now I had 3 sets of cards that I can use, which gave me a little bit of bonuses, which is nice. Once again I found this clown. He was actually still fighting Father Armin, and he was getting some stupid ideas into him, some stupid memories as a demon, and Father Armin just went mad and berserk and started to attack me. So I needed to bonk him a little bit into his head, that he was actually a good guy and not a bad guy. After a few bonks into the head, the Father Armin was like, oh yeah, I remember now, I'm a good guy, yeah, you're right Ace, I'm a good guy. He of course apologized to me. I said, yeah, no worries man, all good. This clown appeared again, quickly disappeared. Afterwards I did some more quests, and then this thing happened. We were carrying this carriage, and we found this clown toy. My job was to get rid of this toy, and then this unit appeared. This boy, this man, this big man, this absolute unit of a demon appeared. He was just insanely huge. And then this happened. All hell broke loose. Demons started flying, dropping, appearing everywhere you can see. Everywhere the sunlight reaches and everywhere it doesn't. And so, another huge battle began. After killing a whole bunch of demons, I got trapped, but my comrades helped me to escape through this rope. And so I continued my battle in the castle walls. After that, they gave me this cannon to use, and now I was able to damage these big boys, which was pretty cool and pretty epic, I have to say. But unfortunately, we were quickly trapped. But fortunately, all the people who helped before, the elementals, the humans, everybody, all the boys and all the girls came to help us. Now we were no longer alone, and now we were able to fight them off. After a fearful battle, the day was saved, everybody lived, and everything was fine. Or was it? We realized we were missing Armin, and when we found him, he was still fighting this demon clown. I was given this pretty cool horse to ride that was killing every demon in its way, and after a pretty difficult road, I made my way to the Armin. He was still fighting this clown, and I said to him, you know what? You did enough. Now let me handle him. Now this clown, he wasn't super difficult or anything, but he was pretty fun and pretty cool, I have to say. He wasn't the most tough boss in the world, but he did give me a little bit of a challenge, but he wasn't that difficult. I didn't even have to use my bonk skill, which, you know, just completely destroys everything. Upon defeating him, he once again managed to escape away, but he didn't escape too far. Armin once again decided to eat another demon commander, but this time, even though he ate him, the demon commander managed to survive in this little doll. I don't know if he's gonna be a threat for us later on, but I guess the future will tell us. And this, even though it appeared to be the end, it wasn't. Once a whole bunch of holy priests appeared, they accused Armin and the people of the city of being like together with demons or something. I kind of got confused what exactly they got accused of. And once I entered this dungeon, I was able to play as Armin, and we needed to make our way to the top of the hill, but these holy priests did manage to catch us, and even though these people tried to explain to them that they were wrong and that they were innocent people, and Armin did try to make his best to save them, unfortunately, it was too late. They decided to don't show any mercy. Everybody was dying. Armin did his best to save all these people, but unfortunately, sometimes your best just isn't enough. And just when you thought the battle was over and the day is saved, it wasn't. The worst was yet to come. When Armin's attempts at saving these people failed, and his plead for mercy also failed. There was nothing he can do anymore. And even though this boy said how much it hurts, and he was pleading for Father Armin's help, there was nothing he can do. And of course, this holy priest, they didn't care. They were only here to deliver that, and that they did. As Armin stood and watched all his fellow friends, comrades, folks of the city die, and this holy priest giving his speech about how all of them were guilty, Armin couldn't take it anymore. The dark side of Armin took over, and he went berserk, and he did turn himself into a demon once again. But this time he was seeking blood and vengeance. And so I was able to play as Demon Armin, which I have to admit was amazing. That was really cool. That's one of the more unique parts of this game, to be able to play as the NPCs themselves. I haven't really experienced that in many other games before. I can't even think of one from the top of my head right now. Once I dispatched this holy priest that killed all these innocent people, I was shown a cutscene where Armin completely destroyed him. Afterwards, me and all the friends of Armin caught up to them, but unfortunately it was too little, too late. Thyron couldn't believe what he saw. He thought there has to be a reasonable explanation, but there wasn't. All Armin wanted at that point was vengeance and blood, and that he delivered. Soon enough, this Armin guy appeared again, and he took Armin with him. Armin didn't refuse, and as Thyron made his last attempts to save him, it was too late. And that, my friends, that's where we are right now. This is where the story led us. So, what are my thoughts on this game so far? Now, I have to say, as you can imagine, the story was just absolutely amazing. It was awesome. It was beyond anything I thought it would be. This last battle showed so much story, so much thought put into the story that it was mind-blowing. For an MMORPG game, that was one of the best stories I have played so far, if not the best. In this last battle, I completely forgot I was even playing a multiplayer game. At that point, it just felt like an amazing story game, which I'm happy to report I am all in for. I'm also slowly starting to realize how to play my character a little bit more. I realize that the blue skills give me gravity cores, and the more cores I have, when I use my purple skills, they get released, they do more damage, and it also feels like my character is slowly starting to do more and more damage. I don't feel that weak anymore. My bonk skill is obviously just beyond amazing. I am actually engraving the Rage Hammer engraving. I don't know if it's the best one. I just quickly looked up what to engrave, and that's what I saw. That was like one of the top searches on Google, so I assume it's probably good. I don't exactly know how to use it. I have it on me, like next to my items. I don't know if that's enough, or do I need it to use in some other ways? I don't know. Also, I'm collecting more and more items that hopefully gonna be useful in the future. And also, the more I play this game, the more I just feel amazed by it. So far, I loved every minute of it. I haven't even started to think about this game being anything else than just amazing. Sure enough, maybe I'll eventually find some problems with it. I haven't crossed that bridge yet. When I do, and that's when we're gonna talk about it. But this video is not it. In this video, I completely enjoyed every minute of the game. The two things that stood out the most for me in this video is the first massive boss battle that I fought, the one in the first Luttera King Tomb, and obviously this last scenes with Armin and all these people getting murdered. It was sad, but story-wise, it was pretty amazing, I have to say. And the music and everything there, it just made the scene. It was awesome. I don't know what's in store next. Just like the last time, the game didn't show too much, and again, I love it. I don't know where we're gonna go next, and I can't wait for the next chapter in this story. Once again, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you going with me on this journey, and I hope to see you in the next video as well. But for now, thank you for watching. If you could subscribe, like, comment for the algorithm, that would be amazing, and I would appreciate that a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.